So Polo G just dropped his 4th album Hood Poet this past week, and there's been a lot of mixed opinions and feelings towards this long-awaited project that his fans been waiting on for these past 3 years. And the only thing I really want to ask the Polo G fans is, was the album really worth the wait?
No. 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 Hell no.
Polo G is one of my favorite newer artists. He is possibly the most underrated rapper of this generation. Hella potential, gonna be in the game a while. I think his best is yet to come. Lots of potential, can't wait until he releases more cohesive, consistent projects. These were some of the resounding opinions of how many people felt about Polo G's music at a certain point in his career, where no matter what he did or what he dropped, if the song sounded decently well, many of his fans and people in general stood behind him, and the success in his first 3 projects showed that. His debut album, Die a Legend, certified double platinum. His follow-up project, The GOAT, also certified double platinum. Hall of Fame, certified double platinum, with having the #1 song in the country, making him at one point the only artist to have all his albums certified double platinum or higher. Not to mention that each of these projects would have over 10 plus gold or platinum songs on there, and would even have one of the highest selling rap albums of 2021 also at the age of 22, putting him in the same caliber as other mega rap stars like Lil Durk, Roddy Ricch, Rod Wave, DaBaby, and even Lil Baby, damn near reaching a new peak as high as these guys, if not higher. And with all this success, the moniker Polo G would become almost as popular as his stage name. And at this pace, with all the accomplishments he was achieving so quick, there would be no debate in him being in the next generation's big 3 for sure.
Polo G's fall off needs to be studied.
The thing that always struck me about Polo G was how successful his career has been, compared to his lack of presence and personality he's offered out to the culture of hip-hop, where it almost seems like that the music is bigger than the artist himself. And a lot of times, that's not really a bad thing, cause you do want the music to speak for you and what you're going through in your life and how you're dealing with these problems, cause it gives your music substance and gives a reason why people want to become fans of you. It shows your vulnerability and why people take their time out the day to listen to you. But that's only for so many fans though, especially in 2024, where fans want to know all about your personal life, what you're going through on a daily basis. They always want to see you on camera, they always want to see you on Instagram Live, you always gotta interact with them, you gotta consistently drop music, you gotta show that you care, you just gotta be out there. And I feel like for these past 3 years, after he dropped Hall of Fame, he really hasn't. He took a step back. And I'm not faulting him or blaming him for that, cause he's obviously went through a lot of legal issues and family issues, and maybe even label issues, but if you're not J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, or Drake, taking 3 years to drop another album and barely promoting it is crazy. Polo's music doesn't resonate strong enough to his fans for them to be waiting that long, and to me he's always like this engaging star appeal where it seemed like that he was really bigger than what he was, compared to guys like DaBaby, Lil Baby, and even NBA Youngboy, where their brand is more personality driven behind the music they release, which made them superstars in their own right, to whereas Polo G, there's nothing. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that as long as you're dropping great music, but if you're not and you're consistently dropping mid, then the outcome's gonna show it. The reason why Drake, Kendrick Lamar, and J. Cole can all wait a couple years to not drop another album and not have a fall off is cause the music quality that they have in their albums hold that type of weight, to whereas Polo G, especially his last 2, doesn't, and fans will quickly move on to the next artist. If I had to compare Polo to a similar artist who's in the same boat as him right now, it would be Roddy Ricch. Y'all remember when he was on top of the world, he had the bots going crazy, #1 for back-to-back weeks, one of the quickest songs to go diamond, #1 album for multiple weeks. He had Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber begging their fans to stream their music. Everything that seemed like that dude put out, it was a hit, and we all thought that maybe someday he could give Kendrick Lamar a run for his money for being the king of LA. Okay, maybe I'm pushing it, but looking at Roddy Ricch now, compared to how he was viewed back in 2019 and 2020, it's a complete 180, and maybe one of the biggest fall-offs of this generation. And I brought up Roddy Ricch cause like Polo, he was viewed as one of the newer guys that was gonna take over the newer generation of hip-hop, and when he had the momentum and was on pace to do that, he took his foot off the brakes and was never the same. And I'm fearing that's gonna be the same possible outcome for Polo G too if he don't make a drastic change.